So Apple rumors have changed dramatically in the last 15 years. When Steve Jobs would step out on that stage, most people had zero clue what was about to happen.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything.
Maybe a story here or there about the possibility of what was to come. However, things have changed, and today we barely make it past the newest generation of something before we start hearing about the next generation. Now, the same thing goes with devices that don't even exist yet. So, can Apple shock us this year or next? Let's talk about it. Now, I want to spend time talking about things that are to come, not really what we already know exists. However, some people are busy and they don't have time to get all the info on what's happening. So for these folks, I'm going to go ahead and mention what we've already seen, and you can decide what matters. We got updated MacBook Pro 14 and 16 inch with the latest M2 Max chips. The Mac Mini didn't get the outside design that we've been hearing about for the last 2 years, so this will be the last time I mention it, maybe. But we did get a considerable internal update with the M2 and M2 Pro chip. Now, we also got extra ports, sadly just on the M2 Pro version. I have done a number of videos on it. I'll go ahead and link that down below for you and at the end of this video. Oh, and HomePod 2 was released. I mean, did anybody buy the HomePod? So, what's the buzz for the rest of 2023? Have you read or seen anything? Go ahead and leave your comment down below if I missed something. That means you gotta watch the whole video, So let's start with the iPhone, probably my favorite. It hasn't really surprised us for a while now. What originally was a revolution of the phone, music, and browser in your hand has evolved into a gaming, camera organizing, communication device that drops calls, edits auto-corrected text, recording instead of helping people, and anonymously insulting people on the internet, hoping that they don't find you. Did I get all that right? Yes, it's given us more good than I stated, but I mean, come on, it's funny for the video. Has it made your life easier? Some would argue yes. Now, as far as this year's rumored updates, it doesn't really seem like it's gonna be the next big thing Apple has coming out. Of course, we'll get an update to the camera, the processor, and probably a bigger battery. Oh, and the great USB-C that we've been waiting for. And we'll be told it's the best iPhone ever. Okay, you know what? I gotta stop. I can't be doing this for every product because, I mean, all of them are just incremental upgrades. So this video would be way too long. What I really want to spend time on is the good stuff, the stuff we haven't seen yet. So what I really want to do is speed run the rest of these and get to the good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Are you ready? All right. Here we go. A MacBook Air 15-inch version, bigger than the 13.5. The new design, yeah, that's kind of cool. iMac Pro, yeah, we're hoping, but probably not till 2024. Maybe Apple will announce something at the end of the year, but it'll be delayed for next year. I mean, who knows? Mac Pro might be getting an update. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what Apple does with this machine because it's gonna have to blow everything out of the water, spec and price-wise, because premium. New Apple Watch coming, Series 9, same design, spec bump, meh. Oh, next-gen Apple Watch Ultra. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. I'm not spending another $800. Now, I just bought a Mac Studio earlier last year. If they update it with a new chip in less than a year, I'm gonna be mad. No, I won't. I don't care. Looks like another update to the 24-inch iMac, but instead of an M2, we're gonna get the M3. I wonder if the intro model will have the M2 for the iMac. Oh, and probably some new colors. Next, a bigger iPad Pro. Wait, bigger than the 12-inch? Jeez.
That's what she said.
I mean, any bigger, and you'd be better off just getting like a MacBook Air. I mean, how much is this thing gonna cost if you come out with, say, a 16-inch iPad? You get a hell of a lot more for a laptop, and it'd probably end up costing less money. Now, the only way I will be interested is if Apple starts integrating macOS into it. Now, I'm not even talking full macOS. I'm just talking like, a light version, but there's no rumor of it, so who knows if it's gonna happen. Speaking of the iPad family, probably an update to the iPad mini and the OG iPad, which looks like the rest of the iPads, but still uses the first generation Pencil. AirPods Max update. Did anybody buy these? If you did, do you still have them? Be honest. Did I miss any of the usual suspects? Please go ahead and let me know with a comment down below. Okay, now, I want to take these next rumors a little slower and kind of dive into them. This one's gonna be good. Jon Prosser just released a big rumor that Apple has a special Watch 10 coming for the 10th anniversary, of course. Now, it seems like it's kinda early considering the 10-year anniversary isn't until 2024, and we know that they don't release till September. But could Apple pull an iPhone move here and skip what would be the 9 for the 9th year and do a 10 even though it's only 9 but maybe say it's for 2024 but at the end of 2023? Oh my god, I have a headache now. Oh boy. Moving on. Let's talk about Apple glasses. Now this is one rumor that we were supposed to already get, but you know, world stuff. I had a whole thought rattling in my head and I was gonna do a video, but I just kept delaying it. Well, a couple weeks ago it was delayed indefinitely. Yep. Keeping the theme of wearing crap on your face that many people will find uncomfortable, the AR/VR headset seems to be the one in the driver's seat for headwear. Probably because they needed space for the giant-ass battery that you're gonna have to have on it. Battery tech. Am I right? Now, admittedly, I've only tried VR a couple of times. Having a giant thing on my head just gets really cumbersome after a short time. Now, I've seen people play some really cool games, and I think I would enjoy doing that. So, what will Apple do that's better than everybody else? Apparently, it's combining VR and AR together. That's the answer. You're gonna buy it. If you wanted to, you could see what's going on in your surroundings and kind of mix the two, and you could play a game that way. Now, I think we've seen this already done with other games, and I think Apple has actually done it where you play a game and it's like on the table stuff, and so I think they've been working on this, so hopefully it's good. Apple also announced a new OS that will be running all of this, so I'm extremely interested to see what they do with it. The device itself is rumored to have a 4K micro OLED, comfortable headband, and mesh for the face. I hope so, because they're not really all that comfortable. A high-end iris scanning to authorize and facial expression detection? It sounds like it's gonna be cool, but what I've read on Apple rumors, along with all of this, it's gonna be around $3,000? Sheesh. Now, I'm not much of a gamer, and I know Apple at times has really focused on gaming, and it seems like it kind of comes in waves. I don't know, it just seems like they've been doing this since the beginning, and I know it's not that far back, but I don't know if it's on the same level as PC or console gaming. I mean, people still think Mac isn't for gaming, even though it's getting more powerful and lots of games are available, but the big boy games still seem unreachable. What I want to know is, do you or anyone you know heavily game on Apple devices? I mean, I play apps from the App Store, but I don't really consider these games anything on the same level as the PC and consoles. Now, I'm definitely curious what this will be and what it will look like when it's showcased. When it does, I'm sure they will spare no expense marketing this product to the world. Now, the next rumor might be the worst kept secret since the iPhone 4.
All new design. Now, stop me if you've already seen this.
And that is the Apple Car. I don't really pay much attention to anything going on with the story because I'm not interested. One reason is that it's been rumored for years. Now, yes, I totally get that they can't just surprise us with something like this, and it's smart that Apple's openly talking about it for the future because it is something that's big. Feedback and feeling the current market is super important, and is something that isn't anywhere near as the same as selling a computer or a phone. 20 years ago? Yes. These days, not so much. With the current state of the automotive market, Apple better have something that's so innovative that people are blown away. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I mean, come on. Traditional car companies have the advantage of money, R&D, manufacturing, quality control, distribution, selling, and service over companies, say, like Tesla, who in my opinion is probably really the only one worth talking about at this time. Are there other ones? Yeah, but if you don't already know who they are, it really doesn't matter right now. Tesla had a huge disadvantage of having to build all those things I just mentioned from nothing. However, Tesla has one thing that none of these car companies have, and it's charging infrastructure. As of today, they're kind of untouchable. Will it always be like that? I probably not, but right now, everyone else's options suck.
You suck.
And the speed to charge any of these while on the road isn't good for any of the companies, even Tesla. It's gotten faster, but it's still dog shit slow. And in my opinion, I don't think our entire electric infrastructure is ready for everyone to have an electric car. But that's a discussion for car channels to cover. Now, Apple will definitely have the money to set up most of what the car companies have, but where they're exactly like Tesla when they started is when they'll start getting things like service and charging. If your Apple car breaks, you're screwed. If you need to charge, you better hope that your closest place is your house. I don't know what Apple's doing for that side of the business, but we can easily see the tech side shouldn't be a problem for Apple, and it seems like CarPlay is probably going to be the main piece of software that brings the internal car to life, except for the batteries. I'm kidding. I hope I'm kidding. Now, I'm sure the other comforts in the car will be going over with a fine-tooth comb for usability. As for the official announcement, who knows? They've been talking about it for years. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 2025. People keep making predictions based on the rumors, but when it happens, I'm sure we'll hear the usual thoughts and opinions on it. You know, it's funny. We're going from filling up every 2 weeks, 1 week, every couple days, depending on how much you drive, for that extra 5 to 10 minutes on your way home from somewhere, or you're on a long road trip having to stop and fill up, to charging every day when you get home, or when you're on a road trip wasting hours charging while you're getting to your destination. That sounds eerily familiar to something else that we have taken a step back on, but I can't seem to put my finger on it. Anyone else see that? Now, if you want to see my thoughts on the one device Apple has released in 2023, go ahead and check out my videos I did on the Mac Mini. Of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you won't miss my next video. See you later.